It's Monday the 30th of October. It's also the start of Matric Finals 2023. A very good morning to you indeed. I'm Chiloane.
I'm Andy here, and that's our top story. After months of preparation, over 700,000 grade 12 pupils will sit down for their final exams from today. Load shedding and paper leaks have been raised as potential concerns.
But education officials are confident. They say that they've done enough to ensure the smooth running of operations across the country. This morning, Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga will be in Ekurhuleni to oversee the start of the exams there. She'll be joined by Gauteng Education MEC Matome Chiloane. And that is where we find our reporter, Nqobile Madlala. We'll also get you an update on matric exams in Durban with Karinda Jagmohan, who joins us from the Comtech High School in Umlazi. Nqobile, let's begin with you this morning. The matric class of 2023, arguably the class that went through the most insofar as COVID-19 is concerned. They would have been in grade 9 in 2020. There's a lot on their shoulders this morning.
All right. Yes, definitely, Michelle. In fact, I want to show you now, this is where the class of 2013 has basically started. You see there's a lot of bags that they've left. Some of them are just late coming, admitting also some of their stuff there. These are some of the teachers that are making sure that they are going inside clean and clear. You'll remember cheating is one of the things that the minister has said that they must not even try. They are about to start. They're supposed to start at about 8 o'clock. This is the paper, the English paper that they are going to be writing. Quite a lot of them confident too, speaking to us a little earlier on, telling us that they are ready. It's an English paper. It's something that most of them would find very easy. Ministers already arrived. In fact, we are told that they are now moving to a different venue. The minister has, of course, arrived, as well as the MEC of Education. We are going to move to that side so that we know that the students can go start their exam quickly. Let's see if we can ask this one. How are you feeling, ma'am? How are you feeling with your paper?
Okay.
Are you okay? Yeah. Do you think you're going to pass?
Yes.
Well, there you go, Michelle. Some of the students also coming in. We can't spend too much time speaking to them, but the minister has arrived and the minister is going to monitor one of the classes that are going to be taking place that side. But basically, a confident start for the matric of 2023.
Great, and once the minister does get underway, we'll try and come back to you. But let's go to Umlazi this morning, where our colleague Karinda Jagmohan is tracking that part of the story. Karinda, are there any particular concerns for Comtech High School in Umlazi this morning?
Well, good day, Michelle. Well, of course, some of the concerns just across the province is with regards to the adverse weather conditions we've been seeing over the past few weeks. Fortunately, today it's clear skies, but the Department of Education in KZN at least say that they're prepared to assist where needed. We've just walked in right now as the matriculants are taking their seats to start their exams. They were just checked for any material on their bodies before they actually came in. Now they're just wiping down their seats so they can get underway. Michelle, like you mentioned, it has been a difficult 3 years, especially for this matric class, because they saw the start of the COVID pandemic when it came to as they entered high school. So they do have some of their own challenges. But let me maybe just grab one matriculant here who's busy wiping a desk. If you can please speak to us, tell me, how are you feeling this morning as you get ready for your English paper?
I am nervous, but I've managed to calm down my nerves and to just focus and relax. Yes, I'm just going to do my best, and I hope I do my best.
You know, we were just saying that it's been a challenge, especially for your class of 2023, because you went through the COVID-19 pandemic. What are some of the challenges you experienced, or do you think it might have helped you in some way to focus on your studies?
I do think that it's been quite difficult to kind of catch up, because there is some work that we got left out on, but because we have been dedicated and been working with devotion, I think we've been able to catch up, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to do very well. Yes.
Any advice you have for your counterparts across the country?
I just think that the matrics this year need to really focus, because the pocket brought it home and now we are going to bring it home.
Absolutely. Yes, thank you so much. Can we get your name and surname?
My name is Pilile Duma.
Thank you, Ms. Duma. There she goes. Well, just a reminder of the championships that we saw this weekend and this matric class, they're no less. They're also going to get that high pass rate that they want. In KZN, we saw 83% pass rate last year, and the department is looking to increase that to at least 85%, if not 100%. But there you go. Have a look at these young, bright minds that will soon start the first paper for the final exams. 12 years in the making, Michelle.
Yeah, looking wonderful in blue, and we certainly wish them all the best there at the Comtech High School in Umlazi. Let's take you back to Ekurhuleni, where we've got another contingent of matrics there on the right-hand side of your screen. Nqobile, is the minister there? Has she addressed the students?
Well, that's the minister coming in now, Michelle. You will remember that these students, of course, very delighted to have a minister, to have to learn and to hear those good luck wishes from the minister. But 162 question papers going to be written, and this, of course, is the start of those questions in the English class. Let's hear what the minister will say to the students.
Number one. So pass us on. So this I'm very happy for you.
We'll now hand over to the principal to say a few words and introduce the leadership.
Good morning, boys and girls. This is your first day of exams, so yes, we want to wish you everything of the best. But I am going to now introduce and welcome to Rhodesfield. First of all, we have the Minister of Education, Mrs. Angie Motshekga. Then we've got the MEC, Mr. Chiloane. Then we also have the HOD, Mr. Rufus Mutlana. And then also I would like to welcome our District Director, Mrs. Ntuta. Right, so I'm going to hand over. Oh, and all other officials, all protocol observed. Thank you for being here this morning. I'm going to hand over to the MEC.
All right. Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you can hear me. Are you ready for the exam? No, I do believe you'll pass. This is the last step. You've come far. 12 years is a long time. I'm sure you know that by now. Minister, through you, as I greet you as well and the leadership. Kusele kancane. Ale? Kusele kancane. It's just the last mile. All you have to do is to continue to do what you are doing. Continue to study. Continue to take the extra lessons, Minister. We're continuing to provide extra lessons. So continue to take those extra lessons up until the last day. It's not difficult. It seems difficult. Nelson Mandela said it always seems impossible until it's done. So I know that where you are now, you are thinking it's difficult, it's the last day, it's the last few papers of my schooling career. But all I can tell you is that the future is very bright for you after you finish your matric. There's so much that you're going to do with your National Senior Certificate after you are done. So study, pass, do yourself proud, your family is proud, and do us as Gauteng proud. We want all of you to pass. No one must fail. Do you agree? No one must fail. You must all pass. Minister.
No, thank you very much, MEC. Let me acknowledge the principal, the district director, and the officials. But kakhulu sizweki nangithi aningi zorikibwe soto. Oh, they can't see me. Okay. No, to our learners, we really don't want to make you more anxious. I'm sure you really want to get on with your exams. That's not so. You want to get to it, you want to write, and we're just here to wish you well, to say, even thank you for having started with us this way. You know, most of your friends couldn't survive up to this far. And if you have survived this far, just make it worth it. It doesn't help to stay with us for 12 years and be as good as anyone who left us almost 5 years back. Because if you don't have a matric certificate, except for your birth certificate, there's no scientific or any official evidence that you stayed with us for 12 years. So most of you are about 18 years old, 19 years old. You've stayed with us more than half of your life. So make it worth it. And you know what you should do. I don't want to repeat what your teachers would have said, but just to bring a message to you to say we really care a lot. And I'm sure you wonder, everybody was saying the Springboks have made it so holiday. And I'm sure everybody knows that this is your season. Saturday. So it's your time. So we are really, and I'm sure that's what will even be the president's consideration, because he said he will consider. So he's considered, and I think he appreciates that it's not anybody's time, it's your time, which we respect, which we honor, which we really wanted to use. And my girls have promised me that they're going to do it. You have a privilege of a very good school. I'm sure they've pulled all stops. The principal assured me that she's pulled all stops with her colleagues. The district director says they've done everything. And we're just here not to scare you further, to say, this time it's yours now. We are all watching you. So Saturday, we didn't sleep. We were watching the Springboks. Now today, until the end of the month, we're watching you. This is your time. So thank you very much. We love you, Bantwana Bamangit. Sinfisela okuhle kakhulu. Sizonifisela nje inhlanhla siyabonga.
All right, Minister, what have you observed at this point?
The anxious there. I think it's their first big paper, so they are quiet. I find them except but they say they're ready. So, yeah.
And Minister, I mean, this becomes very important. Like you said, you have to monitor all stops. Have you spoken to the school? Have they highlighted any challenges? Anything along those lines?
No, they've not picked up anything. That's why the paper starts at 9. So they must come at 8 so that we can see that they have all their documents, which is the first day, and we don't know what the hitches are. So the principal explained to me that the papers were collected. So far, so good. Nothing has been indicated that would create difficulties. No paper,
All right, thank you very much.
Nobody forget these papers at home.
All right, thank you, Minister. That's the Minister, of course, in the center, in the exam center. As you can see, all these matric hopefuls already started with the exam, and that's continuing right here in Johannesburg.
Nqobile Madlala live to us there at a school in Ekurhuleni, Rhodesfield. We were also in conversation with Karinda Jagmohan. She's at the Comtech High School in Umlazi. The start of matric exams 2023. My stomach is turning for the matric class of the year, but we wish them all the very best.